Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So Pure Sprite, new TCG format as in no Sprite Elf. And like a couple of hours ago I uploaded Runic Sprite and I kinda dig this version more compared to, let's say, the more slower version, Runic Sprite without Elf, which, Runic Sprite more focused on control with Elf, Cap Shell, Hyperia for those draws, but without Elf I feel the deck lost a lot of power, so I turn it around and go for a more, I guess you can call it maybe Power Spell Sprite, Power Sprite or whatever, with or without Fenrir in the main deck. You can choose. I might go for Fenrir as well, simply because of, the more aggressive route as well. So playtesting against Pure Tier in the new TCG format, so Tier is still live, you see. Very similar to the OCG format where pretty much, Kit Chaos is banned, all of the Tier. Outside of Merly, I think they have Merly at 3. Anyway. So go first, and Swap Frog is still there. I didn't dismiss Totally Awesome, when I saw the list without Elf, but there's still a way to get out Toad. If you're not playing like maybe an Evil Twin package or Life Twin package with, what's the Aqua one? Frost, that's the name, but the Bujin Link, it's not, again, not really new, but the Bujin Link is also another option to get out Toad, and the thing is that without Elf, Toad is not, it's not a double Toad play that you would do before. Then again, because of Double Cross, again, one of the, well, I was about to say newer cards, but again, you know what I mean. You can still basically do your double Toad combo, and I think that's pretty good still. Even though I guess the downside of this is you potentially opening multiple swaps. That's the downside, but other than that, I think this is pretty okay. Again, because you have multiple level 2s on board, the Bujin Link can only be made with monsters from the same level. All level 2, by the way. Bounce back swap and get, the swap from Graves, swap from hand and go for Toad. And Toad, again, double negation because of the double cross. But that's not all. The thing is that Toad, when sent to the grave, you can get back either swap or Beaver. And that's pretty huge, because again, that's a follow-up play for next turn. And that's something that, let's say, Runic Sprite kind of misses. So I like it. I really like it. Going second, and again, that's where cards like, I eventually slept in Book of Eclipse as well. Like, in theory, it's solid. Like, in this format, going second against one of the most broken decks, well, I was about to say KASHTIRA, but it is KASHTIRA. It's basically Flow and Reese 2.0. I have a replay. But again, this is Pure Tier. So, okay, going second, and Beatrice with the Mikanko engine, that's cool. I saw Peck uploading a Decklist from that a couple of hours ago. Really cool. I mean, the thing is that Beatrice is still there. You can basically tutor any of the TEARLAMENT monsters, even though they're still at 1. And Herald is there, was there in the Ishizu deck, simply because it's a free level 6 tuner, I guess. It's a search for the Mikanko engine. It's a level 6 tuner eventually, right? So easy Baron play. So it, again, all makes sense. It cannot be abused anymore off of potential Sprite Elf. And yeah, it's still like ridiculous. Like, look at this. Even though all the TEARLAMENT cards are at 1, you can still like abuse the hell out of them. So anyway, go first. Okay, so again, some standard plays. I was kind of maybe thinking of, because this is a more pure Sprite build, of adding in more red and carrots. Maybe red. I'm not so sure about carrot. But simply because now it's super hard to recycle them, as in get them back on board. Before we had Elf to, reborn it. But now that's not the case anymore. And that's something I lacked in like the Runic Sprite deck. Because I was only running 1 carrot and 1 red. But now with this, I think I'm running double red and 1 carrot. I think that's fine. Having more options, more extenders as well. And what was I about to say? Plus double cross, right? Double cross because of Toad. I really like Toad. And the one of Hyperia, just in case, right? If you happen to open swap, you want to have more options. And this kind of OP, but I think did I change? I don't know, it didn't matter, because I think I tributed Masquerina for red to, you know, negate the effect of the Lurocaris, that is the name, right? But Double Cross eventually attaches it, and, you know, this, thanks to this, I'm able to get rid of it. But again, long story short, even though Chimera hit the board as well for, what is it, 1 or 2 draws, Nibiru hits the board. That's strong, super strong, gets me back in a duel, plus Starter is a fantastic double deck. No Zeus play though, so I think here my only play is to search out another starter. Maybe Smashers might have been the better play, now that I think of it, as I'm not so sure if you know the back row. So again, go for the Soul Sweeper, again, getting rid of the token, that's not something new. And that's what you get for the, you know, main decking lit. It's like a small Shaddoll engine, Beast, maybe Skomata as well. Are you main decking other Shaddolls? I don't think so. Dragon maybe to pop a spell and trap from your opponent. Anyway, like this, Jesus Christ. Like, why is this deck, I was about to say, why is this deck not hit? We know why, right? It's super new. But going second against the deck, like against KASHTIRA, I was like, okay, well, I do have the Book of Eclipse, so I was like, okay, that's cool, that's fine, I still have a chance to play. Problem is that the deck has multiple, you know, cards, multiple ways to look at my extra deck and banish important stuff, like Sprint, for example, Toad maybe to some extent. Especially now when I have Swap in hand, maybe Zeus to potentially get me back in a duel. So that's horrible, that's really horrible. That they can just get free information about what you're playing, and, you know, like this is the second card, get rid of your, you know, important key extra deck cards. But anyway, I have Eclipse, so I was like, okay, I still have Eclipse, normal summon, swap, or special summon, you know, discard Angler, and draw phase. And I was about to say, yeah, well, obviously you can Ash your Book of Eclipse because of the draw effect, but, well, like, really? Really? Yes, yes. So, what can I do, right? That's the thing, you're blocking your zones. The Eclipse was negated, and I don't think I have, like, any other options here. You know, going for, what is it, Sprite Starter for blue on the already, or at least well, no, I guess the zone would have been, you know, targeted eventually. One free zone left, but the chain links are getting added, and what is it, all monster zones are blocked now, as outside of the extra monster zone, I believe 1 or 2 spell and trap card zones are left, and what can I do? It's still, it feels such an unfair deck, no? Like, pure KASHTIRA might want to test out something like KASHTIRA tier. I mean, it might just be very similar to the OCG. Well, I mean, the OCG already got like a ban list, right, for KASHTIRA and tier. So anyway, going first, last example. Again, strong start. Djinn Buster is still there. Still needed a generic needs darks. Monster negation, that's always nice. Plus, that and Masquerina is still Unicorn, and again, that's super strong. If you have the ability to go for, whatchamacallit, the Boujin one, definitely go for it. Again, Toad with Double Cross is double negation, plus it gets something back from the graveyard, and that's fantastic. Unicorn is not activated, obviously, so I can double cross it and attach it to one of the exceeds. Again, really flexible, really cool. I believe the TEARLAMENT and KASHTIRA monster in hand was activated, so we want to negate that. The Call by the Grave on the Ash Blossom is, well, I think I have to go for Toad here. At least get Call by the Grave to my side of the field potentially for next turn. And I still think I have an imperm set for a potential interruption. Yep, that's more than enough, right? And this is indeed my my game. Here's where the Call by the Grave comes into play. So, like, short set for the new format without Elf. I like this version, this way, like the Beaver build, Econ, you know, Power Sprite, I guess, more than a Runic version. Especially without Elf, right? Like, Runic, too slow, and, you know, without Elf you can't get those pluses. I like this more, but there's still one build that I want to try out, and that's the Kishki one, the Kishki variant. So, okay, but again, like, suggestions, they are definitely welcome. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. We keep signing out. Peace.